Hello, this is David Scott Peters with Smile Button Enterprises, and I'm excited about today's call. Today's Mastermind call is basically questions that you submitted to me in advance, and it allowed me to take the time to answer again those issues that are promptly in your mind, things that you need to work on today. And later we'll open up the open discussion so that we can get your input, not just my feedback, but everybody else's feedback on these topics. And these topics are going to include from promotions, managers touching tables, and more. So let me start off with the first question was, I'm running a promotion/raffle. What is the best way to do this and increase business? It's a 3-day, 2-night getaway to Charleston Place Hotel in Charleston, South Carolina. It's a 5-star resort. Says, I'm running this with a travel agent friend. My cost was $400. The second part of the question is, the promo will run from July 15th to September 20th. Every time a person comes in and dines, they get to enter the drawing. The questions kind of are these legal? Are there legal issues like no purchase necessary? Basically, she was going to stipulate that to be eligible for this drawing, you have to buy an entree, but wasn't sure this was legal. And the last part of that was, thought that this promotion would help business during a very slow summer months. So let me touch on some of this, and I'm going to expand this into a bigger topic as well, because this literally falls into a coaching call that I had with a member literally earlier today. First of all, let me say I love the promotion idea. Anytime that you have the opportunity that you can connect with your guest and do something more than just sell them something all the time, gives you a chance to build your list. It gives you a chance to, again, build a relationship and increase sales. Well, so I love the idea of a promotion. In fact, I had a past member, Deirdre, who used to do this very successfully. Her daughter actually works for Ticketmaster, and she was able to get Rolling Stones tickets twice here in Arizona, which were unbelievably hard to get to. She didn't get them for free, but she got in front of the line. So she was able to get these tickets. They're like $500 for these 2 tickets. So she ran a promotion in her 2 restaurants. And what she had done is she had gotten together with a limousine service that they did some trade, that if she promoted the limousine service, they'd provide the ride to pick up the guests, bring them to the restaurant, afterwards take them to the show, and then take them home, which let them enjoy the day, not worry about DUIs, things like that. She's also run a promotion to send customers to Thailand. And she did things on trade with airline tickets. She purchased those, but then with hotel vouchers with I believe it was the Hilton Corporation. You can do any of these things where my suggestion is make it bigger than what you're thinking now. See if you can get some other vendors to start to take part. See if they want to provide some of their goods or services to make this real bang so they can get promotion out of it, but you can make this really huge event. Now, with that said, one of the things that you really need to do is obviously, hopefully you've all been building a list. You can email people your email newsletter, whether it's a quick email or whether you're going to send them a postcard in the mail or a handwritten note inviting them to your promotion. You want to tell them what the rules and regulations are. And what Deirdre did is much like that this member is talking about, and that is require them to buy a meal. So basically was every time you come dine, and it wasn't that each person, it was you came in and dined, every time you had a check, you could enter to win. Now, there were 2 requirements of that. One is that you purchase, and number 2 is that you sign up for our VIP or loyalty program. So what happened is for this $500 that she spent and promoting in these 2 restaurants, she built her list by literally thousands of people. Literally thousands of people. You couldn't buy a list of customers, people interested in your restaurant, for $500. Now, with that said, one of the things that she did very well, she also worked with a public relations company, and she had her PR person send out a press release and make it newsworthy, as well as emails to her guests, people on her list. Again, on a side note, I will absolutely agree that your strategy of having them buy an entree or come dine with you is a requirement. Now, again, add to that one extra step, and that is they have to be in your VIP or your loyalty program. Require them to sign up. Number one, you've got to notify them. But number two, you want to build the list. So the money that you're spending in marketing, the money that you're spending in this promotion is going to pay off by being able to bring you in guests that you can contact again. Because remember, there's only 3 ways to build your business. The first way is get new customers, and that's the most expensive form of advertising there is. The second is get your customers to come in more often. Now, this is very effective. The third is get them to purchase more every time they visit. Now, you concentrate on those last 2, you have the opportunity to really increase sales. And the best way to do that is to have a list to get those people to come back. Now, going one step further, I love the idea of doing promotions during the slow times or even the busy times. Again, when I was a franchisor, I was the chief operating officer of a 30-unit restaurant sports bar chain here in Arizona called Famous Sam's. And we, again, as a sports bar chain, we had pool tables, we had televisions everywhere, we had video games, we had the bar games, we had National Trivia Network, we had all these things. We used to have our vendors come in with trinkets and trash, and we'd run these different Super Bowl promotions and so on. We had coined a phrase that I used in our marketing. It says that there's always something happening at Famous Sam's. Well, you want to create some of that same excitement in your restaurant when it's appropriate. Whether you have a family dining, a bar atmosphere, it may not work for fine dining, but you can still have fun. I've heard other restaurant owners do some really creative things in fine dining restaurants. So think about this. Look into something like the National Trivia Network, NTN. We had 30 units, so we had a lot of buying power, and when it came to promotions. But what we always did is we worked with our liquor, wine, and beer distributors, and we went after them and said, what can you do for us? And now anybody can do this. You may not get it on a grand scale like we did, but they'll come in with trinkets and trash. That's the koozies, the keychains, the T-shirts. If you're going to promote their beer, their wine, their liquor, and you can start to promote these things. Create it every Thursday night. Every Wednesday night is promotion night. And give them an idea or a reason to come in. On a side note, one of our coaches, Chef Fred Langley, one of the things that he did once to drive in business, kind of as a promotion, is that he said to his guests, this month is half-price wine. Now, I want you to think about this. Some of you said, oh my gosh, half-price wine, you got to be kidding me. Well, and this is for the bottle, not for the glass. Now, one of the great things about this is, think about it. In today's marketplace, the way the economy is going, what I think we're finding, a lot of statistics I'm seeing, is that people are still going out, but they're cutting back on the extra drinks and so on and so forth. So this is your opportunity to bring in a deal, right? Something that they can come in and have this great opportunity to pick up half-price wine that brings them in more often. Now, you're going to still make a little bit of money on it, and odds are in most of your places, the mix is very little, so it's going to affect your overall cost of goods sold very slightly, but you can build repeat business. Now, take it one step further. One of my elite members, Jeff Stupler, and Fred did this once. Great idea, and you make secret promotions. These are bundled promotions. So let's say it's something on your menu that's not on your menu. It's a special menu that you mail to your existing customers, and you say, wait a second, what I want you to do is I want you to come in and ask for our loyal customer secret menu. And what they get is they get this incredible menu that's been costed out. It may show that it's a $25 per person value, but you're still making